What's up, everybody? Welcome to Barrons Live. Today's Tuesday, April 17th. I've been thinking about what I wanted to vlog about today. I've been trying to kind of come up with some ideas, and basically what I've come up with is maybe the most important thing, most important aspect of teaching high school, and then also like one of the most important aspects of life in general, in my opinion, for the teacher or for obviously the student if they graduate and go forward in their life. I realize how random my channel has become because I have daily vlogs, outdoor vlogs, I've got outdoor recipes, and I really like that. I think it's kind of cool how random it is because the name of my channel is Barron's Life, and it actually is my life. My life's pretty random. We do a lot of different things, and I'm excited that my channel's kind of worked out that way. It makes it seem kind of real to me. But this, I really thought about it yesterday. I was like, man, this is a great idea for Tuesday's vlog. I'm really excited about this. So I'm trying to quit vlogging as much in my car just because I don't think it's very safe. So I've made it into my classroom, and I'm going to take a minute to discuss this opportunity and kind of what I came up with yesterday as an idea for today's vlog. Okay, it's the idea of buy-in or investment. Students that buy into the class, that buy into the teacher, will be more successful. Students that invest the time and the effort will be more successful. But it's the teacher's responsibility, not theirs, to take care of the whole buy-in process. Students have to buy in, that's a given, but they have to believe you. As a teacher, you've got to come across as an honest person that can portray the class, that can portray the idea that you're trying to teach, whatever it is, and do a good job with it. You've got to actually deliver. You've got to make sure that they understand what you want them to accomplish, and you've got to do it with a high level of professionalism, and that's not easy to do all the time. Students can smell BS from a mile away. If you're full of it, and if you're not being honest with kids, they're gonna know it right off the bat, and they're gonna call you on it, or at least they're gonna tell their friends about it, and it's gonna ruin your reputation or your opportunity to teach them. You've got to be upfront and honest with them and manage the expectations from the beginning. So in order to get students to buy into me, the one thing that I can say is that I am myself. As I've learned about vlogging, this is like a type of, I don't know what I would really describe it as, almost therapy. It's like having a chance to sit down and talk with somebody, your audience, on a daily basis or a weekly basis, however often you're doing it. But the cool thing about vlogging is that it allows you to have an outlet. It allows you to have that opportunity to talk about ideas, to give you an audience on a daily basis. In my vlog, I am myself. Barron's Life is an embodiment of me. And the idea behind Barron's Life is to be completely and totally original, but to just be myself. In teaching, it's the same thing. With students, you have to be yourself. You have to be open. You have to let them see who you are, discuss your family, discuss issues you have, be completely and totally real with them. As they know that you're real, they will completely understand that, and they're gonna buy into you. The best teachers that I ever had were real people that were real with the student, managed expectations, but did a good job of allowing them to see the person and see the task at hand. Now, student buy-in is teacher-centered, obviously, and as I am a high school teacher in the state of Florida, I deal with students on a daily basis. This year I've got over 180 kids. So let's talk the next level. Let's talk about buying into your career or buying into a task or whatever it is that you're motivated to do. As you go forward and you go into college, you have to buy into your major. As you come out of college, you got to buy into a career, whether it's being a pediatric nurse, being a teacher, whatever, but you've got to be willing to sacrifice and essentially, I'm going to say pretty much give everything, do everything to get that one point. I talked with a student that's at the University of Florida over the weekend. We went on grad bash and I met her coming back. And she said, it's so hard. And I said, well, you're going to look, basically you're going to give your entire life to that right now. You're going to buy in. You are putting all the chips on the table. You're buying in and you're giving it all you've got to be successful because that's what you have to do. That's the whole point of this. You find that task and then you be the best version of yourself that you can be. That's the whole point behind it all. To me, being vulnerable is part of being a teacher. Vulnerability shows that you're not perfect. Your students are vulnerable, whether we realize it or not. But students in high school are vulnerable, And to me, if teachers come across the same way, at least having some traits that are vulnerable, it allows students to see that we're not perfect. And I think that's a really important trait, and I think that it's attractive to kids. You know, they see you as a real person. And I think that's so important to know that all we're trying to do is help them, and they begin to buy into what you're selling. If you think about it in the state of Florida, the equivalence of what we're trying to pull off is most students could go to the beach on just about any day. I've got to figure out a way to convince them to come to my classroom instead of going to the beach. What I'm teaching in here is more important that day than you going to the beach and having fun. And that's not always easy to do. That's actually kind of difficult. And a lot of students have trouble with that. Teachers do as well. To me, it's difficult, but it's fun. I love teaching high school. I love figuring out ways to make kids be responsive and to make them be successful. And I guess that's really the biggest drive in my career, to find ways to allow them to be more than they thought they could. That's the goal of every teacher, essentially, is to figure out a way to make them grow. And to me, if they'll buy into you, buy into your program, buy into your class, buy into whatever you're selling, that's the key. Be real. Just allow them to see you as a person. Makes a really big difference, in my opinion. So I'm going to close out the vlog right there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. To me, it's the most important aspect of education. Maybe not in elementary school, maybe in middle school, but in high school, if you're going to teach high school, just be real with your kids. Manage your expectations and have fun. The whole point is to have fun with the whole situation. Enjoy the process of learning and let them respect you and you respect them, vice versa. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will talk to you next time. Like and subscribe to Barrons Life, and we will see you later.